Today we're learning the beginning of Halacha Shabbos. We started with it last week with other shurim in between, and we're talking about Hachonas LaShabbos. So the Torah brings in the beginning of Halacha Shabbos, Reish Mem Beis, at the end of that chapter of Reish Mem Beis, says Esther Takonas Tikkun Ezra. That's a Gemara Babakama Daf Pei Beis that Ezra Sofer did Esther 10 Takonas, and one of them Shiyu Mechabsim Bigdayim B'Chamishi B'Shabbos L'Chvod Shabbos. They should do the kibbutz. They should do the laundry on Thursday. That should be Kvod Shabbos. So that's the among the 10 takonas. That was one of the takonas. So why was it they should do the laundry on Thursday? So the Magen Avraham brings like this. It says L'Chvod. The lashon of the mechaber, first of all, the lashon of the mechaber. Mitakonas Ezra, shiyu mechabsim begodim b'chamishi b'Shabbos mipnei kvod haShabbos. So the Magen Avraham says, Kiloymar shlo yichabsu be'erev Shabbos shiyu pnuyim l'chvod Shabbos. The takana is they should not that the inyan to do it on Thursday. No, that's the inyan not to do it on Friday. Because if they will do the laundry on Friday, they're not going to have enough time for other inyanim. So that's why Ezra made that takana. They should do it on Thursday. That's enough. According to Magen Avraham would be that you could do it to Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you want, as long as it's not Friday. The inyan that the Chamishi is not so much the Chamishi. It shouldn't be Shishi. That's according to the way the Magen Avraham understood. But the Eliyah Rabbah disagrees with him, and most poskim follow the Eliyah Rabbah. Here's what he says the Eliyah Rabbah on this. Mashma the Iker b'chamisha b'Shabbos, mashma the Iker atakona l'chabos l'chvod Shabbos. So the idea is not only not to do it on Friday, but Iker atakona to do it, the laundry kvod Shabbos on Thursday, v'od lo tiken b'erev Shabbos, mishum she'en pnai l'chabos. Oh, that's one reason. That's how the Magen Avraham understood. The main reason is because there's no time on Friday. Or another reason, which could be both together. Or the bedoichak nischabes v'nisyabesh bois ayon. Especially in the olden days, they didn't have a laundry machine and dryer. So if you would do it on Friday, many times it would not be ready for Shabbos. So what you can do covered Shabbos, you can't even wear it on Shabbos. That's not covered Shabbos then. That's why he tell to do it on Thursday, and that's would be covered Shabbos, would be ready to wear it on Shabbos. Then it says with the Loiken Magen Avraham, the one I just mentioned now, the Mashma Meneh Shehevin the Ikar Atakona Shalachabes Berev Shabbos Yipnuim L'chvod Shabbos. The Leisa. That's not the idea of Thursday was not that don't do it on Friday. No, it was B'davka do it on Thursday. This way it's covered Shabbos. You could wear it on Shabbos. If you do it on Friday and you don't wear it, it's not covered Shabbos anymore. וכן מבואר בספר צידה לדרך שכוסם מתקון הזה שיחבס אודם בגודום לכבוד Shabbos. And by the way, this is exactly that one letter changes the whole thing. He says, in the Sefer Tzeder Laderech also doesn't mention anything about Thursday. It's just Chabez Lichvod Shabbos. So according to this, there is a takona to wash your clothing, to make a laundry. It's part of Kvod Shabbos. That's why you have nice clothing for Shabbos. Venire, the Svirele, the Chamisha, the Komer, Orcho, the Milza, Nokad, Hu Adin Koidam. Also, you could do it. Oh, so according to this, also, it's also masking to the Magen Avraham that you could do it Koidam, but the idea is not only not to free Friday from laundry, it's you're doing it covered Shabbos, not to wear on Shabbos fresh clothing. Then he says a strong. That's why I think most poskim follow over here the Eliyah Rabbah, including the Alter Rebbe. Normally, he follow the Magen Avraham. Over here, he follow the shit of the Eliyah Rabbah. Uvezeh neicha mashutrech Rashi lefarish b'bukama mechabsim begdem l'chvod Shabbos. It says that the kosher or b'shas mefurash tam zeh. The Gemara first brings the Braisa over there, and then the Gemara explains the Braisa. The Braisa says like this. Here's the lashon of the Braisa. One of the 10 takonas, mechabsim b'chamishi b'Shabbos, and then the Gemara later on explains v'shiyum mechabsim b'chamishi b'Shabbos mishum kvod Shabbos. So, and what Rashi says, Mechabesin begdem l'chvod Shabbos. Normally Rashi does not repeat the Gemara. He says something the Gemara doesn't say. So what Rashi mechadesh with his word? But Rashi added on the Gemara one letter. It's word of Mishum Kvod Shabbos, Lichvod Shabbos. Meaning, if it's Mishum Kvod Shabbos, like a Mogan Avram, just don't do it on Friday. Leave Friday available to do other things for Shabbos. It says, no, the kibbutz itself is Lichvod Shabbos. So that's an Inyan to do the kibbutz Lichvod Shabbos. Ela de b'shas niskar b'yom chamishi. Kama Rashi de lotita lever that takona al chamishi kavonas Mogan Avram, not Friday. No, it's Kvod Shabbos. And what's Kvod Shabbos? It's ready to wear it on Friday. Like I said, most poskim, including the Alter Rebbe, they follow the Elia Rabba over here, that the Indian to do the laundry, and you might argue today we do have a dryer, so you could do it on Thursday. Yeah, those two inyanim. Hey, free Friday. Also, it could be Kvod Shabbos and Choreh. We should keep the original takona if we can. Now, the Kaf HaChaim brings just in case. He says if somebody didn't do it on Thursday, it's not issue to do it on Friday. He says here. He says, "V'imo yosham oinus v'lo kibes b'chamishim v'tonen l'chabes be'erev Shabbos." It's a Mata Yehuda brings that you're allowed to do it, but there's a in to do it on Thursday, and it's two inyanim over here. Hey, to free Friday, you could do your other inyanim, and as you remember from last week we saw, you should should give good management skills of time on Friday. You should be able to sleep before Shabbos. That's already. If you're able to do that, you have a great management skills of time. You're able to sleep before Shabbos. Never mind just finding the time for it, but to be relaxed and to be able to fall asleep before Shabbos. That shows a great management skill. Now, say it like this. It says like this. The Kaf HaChaim says, "Atakona lo hoyso l'shem yirtzu lechabes yichabsu b'yom chamishi v'lo shal kolponim yichabsu." That meaning there's no inyan to make kvisa. If you have enough laundry, you don't have to do anything. Uposhu dechol mi sheyesh lo begodim mechubosim v'nekim and tzorich lechabes b'chol shavua. If you have enough supply of clothing, you don't have to do laundry, so don't do anything. But if you do it on Thursday. Then he brings also another thing over here. There is an inyan in Reish Samech. The talks about over here in Din Achonas Shabbos. So they talk about over there, you should take a haircut, you should cut your nails. So over there was bedavka to do it as much as possible close to Shabbos. You're showing Kvod Shabbos. Otherwise, so that's why people take a haircut. You don't take a haircut every week. Whenever you do it, though, try to do it on Friday. It's showing you're doing it Kvod Shabbos. Same thing. You cut your nails. Try to cut it on Friday. You're doing it Kvod Shabbos. Yeah. So, so if you want to go to more details of this, it's like this. You're right. According to Arizal, that's based on the Gemara on Shabbos. Shabbos. But at least it's already close enough that you're doing it covered Shabbos. But it says like this. Mitzvah l'sav l'chvod Shabbos v'yom tov afilu mitzavra d'erev Shabbos minkera, that looks the leikora the Shabbos k'ovid, it looks like you do it cover Shabbos. Aval b'yom chamishi the Shabbato, if you do it on Thursday, your haircut lava yikora the Shabbato. It doesn't look like you do it covered Shabbos. V'av the garsin b'mruvet me'esa takona shem chavse begodim b'chamishi b'Shabbos l'chvod Shabbos shana hosom the trida l'chabes b'erev Shabbos. He brings the two reasons of the Elia Rabbah. Will be you have to free Friday for other achonas, but two, then lovshimos on Berev Shabbos. A lot of times you won't be able, if you do the laundry, again, b'yameinu, it's not shayach kimat, but originally if you would do the laundry on Friday, they would not be ready for Shabbos. Okay, so that's the Gabe over there also. If you need to do it earlier, you could do it if there is a need for it. But over here, interesting, he brings, again, l'chatchila, the ideal day, it's at Kvod Shabbos, it's Thursday, the laundry. A, you're freeing Friday. B, it looks like you're doing it covered Shabbos, even the laundry you do it covered Shabbos. But then he says if somebody, for whatever reason, you have to do it earlier, he says you should do it no earlier than Wednesday. Wednesday do it. And he explains why.
Not the same with the nails and everything else, meaning that closer to Shabbos is better, but you're not going to do it Friday, do it Thursday.
The same with the nails, closer to Shabbos. And the nails, it's not to do it Thursday because it grows on the third day.
The haircut, same idea.
Yeah, the haircut, Over here he says not to do it prior to Wednesday. Why? He brings like this. ובכל מקום, אם אפשר, יויסתו לחבס ביום חמישי, אוי ביום רביעי. Why not earlier? משום דמיום רביעי ואילך הוא מכלל שבס הבא. It's based on the Gemara on Pesachim, that's why we could do Havdalah, if somebody didn't do Havdalah Motzei Shabbos, till Tuesday, including Tuesday, because Revi'i already, why don't we do Havdalah on Revi'i, on Wednesday? Revi'i has already belonged to the next Shabbos. Yeah? He says, then he brings at Al Pi Kabbalah, the B'yom Revi'i mekablim ha'oras ha'nefesh mishabbos haba. The order of Shabbos starts already, that's why by the Shir Shel Yom on Wednesday, we say at the end of the L'chun Ranana, even though it's in the next capital, L'chun Ranana, capital Tzadik Hey, Kel Lekam is the Shir Shel Yom Revi'i Tzadik Dalet. With L'chun Ranana, we already getting ready for Shabbos. V'yom Revi'i mekabel oras on Shabbos habo. V'yom Chamishi mekabel oras haruach. Revi'i mekabel from the nefesh of Shabbos. Chamishi from Ruach of Shabbos. Shishi Neshama of the Shabbos. That's why, at least if you have to do it earlier, do it on Wednesday, but no earlier than, again, it's not an osur, it's in Yonim that shows you're doing it covered Shabbos. Okay.